Mr. Maya, could you start by introducing yourself and your position?
Thank you. I'm Juan Camilo, a literary critic specializing in poetry. My focus on the poetic devices, structure, and overall the literary significance of the sleeper.
Thank you. Mr. Herman?
Hello, I'm Tomas Hermann, a historian with a focus on the period during which the Sleeper was writing. Uh, I will discuss the historical context of, and Edgar Allan Poe's background.
Thank you. Mr. Baquero?
Hi, I'm Martin Baquero, a cultural analyst. I'll be examining the cultural impact social themes and reveal and relevance of the sleeper contemporary issues.
Great. Let's start with your opening statements. Panelist number one. What is your take on the sleeper?
Of course, the Sleeper by Edgar Allan Poe employs a variety of poetic devices, such as rich imagery, symbolisms, and meticulous structure to convey its themes. The poem uses a regular meter and rhyme that seem that contribute to its haunting and melancholic atmosphere. Poe used dark and vivid imagery, such as the dead live thee, the moaning and the groaning of the bells, creates a profound sense of unease and contemplation on themes of death and eternal sleep.
Panelist two. How does this historical context influence our understanding of the sleeper?
The historical context is crucial for understanding the Sleeper, written in 1831. During that time of personal and financial instability for Poe, the poem reflects the Romantic era's preoccupation with death and the supernatural. Poe's own experiences with loss and his fascination with the macabre are evident in the poem's themes and tone. His tumultuous life, marked by the death of his mother and his wife Virginia illness, deeply influenced his contemplation of death and the afterlife, which are too central to the sleeper.
Panelist 3. What can you tell about us the cultural impact of the sleeper?
The Sleeper by Edgar Allan Poe explores different themes, but I will um, centrate on only this one: the death and the afterlife, which are really still relevant on today's. Poe also worked with modern audience, and this work also resonates in this modern audience because it addresses universal human experience like the mystery of death. Also, this poem is very influenced by Gothic literature and remains significant in the discussion of the human condition. In today's world, where mental health is very important, with with anxiety, with all the problems that the mental health are, there are also common topics. The Sleeper continues to provide deep insights of emotional impacts.
Thank you for all your insights. Let's open the floor to questions from the audience. Panelist, I can you elaborate on the use of metaphor in the sleeper and its significance?
Certainly, the use of metaphor in the sleeper is both intricate and profound. For example, metaphor of the slumbering water represents the stillness and silence of death. This metaphor is not just a simple image, but a multi-layered symbol. Water, often associated with life and movement, when described as slumbering, conveys a deep sense of stillness and eternal rest. This metaphor extends through through the poem, linking various themes such as the passage of time and the inevitability of death. By using such a powerful image, Poe allows readers to visualize and emotionally connect with the abstract concept of eternal sleep. Moreover, the recurring nature of this metaphor throughout the stanzas helps to create a cohesive and resonant emotional experience for the reader.
Panelist 2. How did Poe's background influence the themes of The Sleeper?
Poe's background plays a crucial role in shaping the themes of The Sleeper. Born during a time of significant personal and social turmoil, Poe experienced the deaths of many close to him, including his mother and his wife Virginia. These experiences deeply influenced the thematic elements of loss, mourning, and the exploration of death found in the ship. For instance, the recurring theme of eternal rest can be traced back to Poe's own contemplation of mortality and his desire to find peace in the face of relentless personal tragedy. Additionally, Poe's involvement in romantic literary movement, which often focused on the sublime and the supernatural, provided a unique perspective on the themes of death and the afterlife that subtly wove into the fabric of the poem. Understanding these biographical elements enriches our interpretation as we see the poem not just as a piece of art but as a reflection of Poe's personal and social political reality.
Panelist 3. How do you think the themes of The Sleeper resonate with today's society?
The themes of The Sleeper by Edgar Allan Poe are timeless and relevant to today's society. The poem theme of The Sleeper is death and eternal rest. It's especially important now as we deal with issues of mental health, depression, anxiety, all that problems. All that problems. Poe also explores the morality and the deep insight of the human condition, showing that thinking about death is um, an universal thought that all humans have of what happened after the death. If is if it is like what happened after the death. Another key theme that is shown in the Sleeper poem is the mourning and loss, which resonates with current concerns of about how we remember the people who died, and also the vivid image and emotional depth in the poem in inspiring modern readers to reflect on these issues and take the action.
Thank you for the great questions and insightful answers. This concludes our panel discussion. We hope you enjoyed the exploration of Edgar Allan Poe's The Sleeper from these various perspectives. Thank you for attending. Welcome everyone to our discussion panel on Edgar Allan Poe's poem The Sleeper. We have three distinguished panelists here today who will each bring their unique perspective on this work. Let's begin with some introductions.